Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is your review for Married to Medicine. This is season 12, episode 10. We did not get a title. We didn't get a title, but the people are headed to a sunset cruise. Contessa pranks them at first with some tugboats. They looking around like, I know this ain't what we getting on. Their boat is nice, though. Of course, it's nice. It's is it a yacht? I mean, I feel like it was big enough. It was a nice size vessel. First, let's get these men over with because they meet up for drinks. We find out Scott has been suffering from glaucoma. He's losing his eyesight, losing his peripheral. So he had to have some surgery. So he in there. They got to move, but they got to steer him around the establishment, so he don't bump into things and hurt himself. It's good that he has he's in good spirits about it. He's not really feeling down or nothing like that. The guys make a few jokes about him being blind, and that's just like black folks. We ain't gonna let you sit in it. We gonna tell a joke. We gonna roast you so you can laugh, and now the mood isn't so heavy. How's everybody been? The ladies are gone. How's everybody doing? Steve is going through it. He got smaller kids, and he also has a special needs child, and so I know it's been difficult for him. So I'm sure he needed this break. Brandy's husband don't never say nothing, but he was there. I don't know if they gonna get another season because we don't be getting nothing. We won't be getting much from Brandy and her husband. King and every time now that I know that he and Quad are broken up, it just doesn't read the same. It just doesn't. I don't really care about what he's saying. He kind of shares how the IVF process has gone for him. He doesn't divulge that the eggs weren't fertilized and that it didn't take, or should I say, it wasn't a prosperous egg retrieval or anything like that. So he's gonna wait until Quad shares with the ladies. But he got a little information before he left that the ladies had an issue with Toya. Toya hasn't been supportive of Heavenly's campaign. And these are all Quad's words, not his, because she really did share all of those details with him. Damon say Heavenly gonna earn the support. And that's just that. Excuse me. On the boat, Contessa, she got to give the folks a pep talk. While she's talking, Heavenly slides over to Simone, gives her a hug, and then kisses her on the cheek. And everybody's like, oh my God, 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 oh my God. I was annoyed because their reactions it just didn't warrant all of that. It just really didn't. Simone is like, we cool, we good, we cool and all, that's cute and all, but ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. They play some games, do some dancing, blah, 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 blah. Heavenly wants to do a town hall now. I guess she's prepared her responses now. She wasn't ready the first time. She's ready now. So shoot. Give me what you got. Give me all the questions, throw them at me. And they throw some good questions at her. I think Jackie gonna ask, who are your political mentors? And she says Quad Webb Lunsford. Quad like, I ain't married to that man. But I'm stuck on Quad being a political mentor. How? She names off Quad's qualifications, and her good qualities. Okay, that's good and all, but how does that make her your mentor? And then Jackie was thinking, Kamala Harris. Or we ain't all kissing Kamala's ass, Jackie. I know you are, because that's your soror. But girl, please. I like Kamala, but come on. She would not be the political mentor. Heavenly don't know her. When we talking a mentor, we talking somebody that you personally are being mentored by. Not people you look up to. Not a political influence. I was thinking Kamala or Michelle Obama. Yeah, because I know them. They mentoring me. Jackie, please. Anyway, I was with Toya because we on the damn we here to have fun. I don't want to do this. Toya was all on her phone, just not just disassociating. Cause what are we doing? What are we doing? Although they had some good questions for her, I just don't know. Heavenly's answers, I don't think she I think she done bit off more than she could chew. At first I was thinking she's passionate about this. She's well versed in, what's going on in her bubble, not bubble, but her district. She knows what her district needs. She knows what's lacking. She has an idea about how she wants to make things better. All of that sounds good, but then when we get into these the questions that they ask, it's like, okay, these are good questions, but I don't know if I like her answers. So we're gonna see Heavenly. We're gonna see. I ain't in that lady district. I think Heavenly lives in Conyers, which is Alabama. If you ask me, that's in Texas. That ain't even in Georgia. Anyway, moving on, because I just don't, the whole town hall situation, boring. The ladies are packing. It's time to head home. They have a small brunch before they leave. Before they leave, they talk about the Med Gala. That's something that they do annually. This time Toya is in charge because we're going to show her. We're going to show her what it's like to not have the support of the people. So yeah, she in charge because she too will be putting up the money that, somebody doesn't put up. Like, for instance, what they was doing for her. She wasn't putting up her money, so Jackie had to do it. So now it's your turn. And they all like, well, if we all sell our tickets, ain't gonna be no need in you putting your money up. So you ain't got to be worried about that. While they're talking, Quad just all of a sudden starts crying. Contessa's very dramatic. She's very dramatic. Oh, she's so animated. Quad shares, how the IVF went for her. Everybody's sympathetic. There are even tears. She feels bad because for all the years she had to freeze her eggs, she did not do it. Simone warned her. Jackie warned her. The people told her that that's what she should do, but she kept telling us to worry about our own uteruses, and she was telling us to mind our business, and that when she was ready to have a child, she would let us know. All of that. Now look at you. Looking cheap. But as long as you know this was definitely something we could have, prevented. Or should I say this is a journey you could have prevented going down had you did your due diligence. Of course, they rally. Everybody rallies around our girl. She'll be okay. Jackie has a scrub line, and she gonna shade Angels, but talking about she been in the medical field 30 years compared to others who've just been around for a short second. Being a doctor and having a clothing line that's not in tandem. What are we talking about here? Her line been out longer than yours. We don't care that you've been a doctor for 20 years. Girl, how long you been in fashions? Designing fashions. Have you been doing that a while? No? This is the first one? Okay, so you're not an expert. You're an expert at coochie, not clothes. I ain't like that, Dr. Jackie, because you could have just talked about your stuff without throwing a little salt on Angels. And I don't think anybody is copying anybody. I think that Dr. Jackie has her line, and so does Angel. But Angel, we've seen her debut hers, a little bit longer than we've seen Jackie. It doesn't make it a competition or anything like that. So I don't even know why she had to throw that out there. Anyway, she invites And then I don't know why she didn't invite all the ladies. She only invited Quad, Toya, Contessa, who was it? Heavenly, Contessa, Toya, and Quad. They were invited to participate. Everybody else, no. And nothing wrong with Jackie's line, but I don't think if I were in the medical field, I would lean more towards Angel's line than I would Jackie's. That's just me. Because the one that looked like the old school nurse dress outfit, oh no. I don't want to look like a candy striper. Girl, no. This is not. See, she went back to her to when she knew, you know, back in the day when we had the candy stripers. And do they still got candy? Do they still have candy stripers? I feel like they do. They just don't wear that peppermint looking outfit no more. Or maybe they do. I don't know. I ain't been in the hospital. Bless the Lord. Moving on. We have a conversation about Jackie talks to Toya about the Med Gala and everything, and they created a foundation, and now Toya wants to exclude the other ladies, so she has her website up, and Jackie's like, well, where's everybody else? Well, we the ones came up with the foundation. Girl, a foundation that wouldn't even be a foundation if we had not come up with the Med Gala. And you ain't put up no coin in 2 years. Jackie ain't gonna let her do that. So do it again. Put everybody up there. They have to come up with a board for the foundation. So Toya start throwing people in roles, and she gonna make herself, give herself what she say she was the treasurer. She done put herself over the coin. She done put herself over the coin and made Quan what she made Quan? Parliamentary. Chaplain. She gave her some role that basically paper pushing and jotting notes or something. Quad ain't gonna be. She not gonna be with it. That's all I know. Moving on. Quad and King again. Their scenes fall flat for me now. I don't even think they was together in this scene. It was very contentious. It was a lot of tension in the room. He's very passive aggressive and snarky, kind of snappy. Not even snappy, but his responses, his rebuttals are cutesy and curt. You know? And she's having to kind of, you know, like dodge all of that and keep it cute for TV. Because he definitely giving her sass. Giving her a little bit of too much sass. By the fork, by some food, by everything. Yeah, they wasn't together right here. I don't think so. I think that this was okay, we gonna link just to have this conversation on camera. But I'm really done with your ass, honestly. Jackie, of course, she has the photo shoot. While they're at the photo shoot, Toya wants to talk about the Med Gala contribution. She needs $2,500 from everyone. She addresses her missteps. She apologizes for not being hands-on, not participating, not giving the coin, not doing what she needed to do for the last 2 years. And Quad is like, oh, you know, that's cute, that's nice. But we may have to pull back this year. Let you handle it like you did us. We may have to not give our money. I'm thinking we save our money and you figure it out. Hope you can sell all the tickets, girl. Toya was just standing there. Toya was just standing there looking cheap because the nerve of her to have an attitude like, I apologize. Okay, y'all need to get over it. No, you need to feel it. So I'm with Quad. I ain't giving up nothing. I ain't putting down nothing. I see you there, though. I see you at the gala. I see you at the function. Quad says she ain't in no giving mood. Toya brings up the foundation and she starts rattling off everybody's role. Heavenly can't take it. Heavenly's like, wait, who told you that you was in charge of the girls? You in charge of the money? No. Heavenly, she's not having it. We won't have any of that either. She storm out. Quad goes out there. Listen, okay, listen. When whoever got the scarf, they can talk. You gonna come back? Okay, she goes back to finish the conversation. Toya's still talking that bullshit. So this time she just throws it down and she's out of there. And she's out of there. Toya, there was a proper way to do this. Granted, maybe they were on a time constraint and she had to get all of that information documented and turned in by a certain time. I don't know. However, you could have called them people and said, hey, these positions are open for our foundation. Let me know what position that you would or would not like to fill. And we'll put you, and I'm going to put you on die, jot your name down on the roll. She ain't even give him that. She just going, I'm going to put you here and I'm going to put you here. And I'm going to make me the president. Toya is something else. She's something else. She really is. Jackie going to say Heavenly ruined another event of hers. Like, now it's a pattern. Like, now you got issues with Heavenly because she be ruining your events. Jackie, please. Please. We did see the finished product. It was a nice shoot. I was going to say little. I don't like to throw little on things when I'm giving people their things. Because when you throw that little in there, it's just null and void. It's backhanded as fuck. So we're not doing that. Her photo shoot went well. Who does she have? Derek, what's his last name? Y'all know the photographer. Tyra used him a lot back in her America's Next Top Model days. She used him a lot. Derek. Why can't I think of his last name? He's out here in Atlanta. He's a great photographer. Excellent. You know, he gives us good content now. I can't think of his last name. However, that's what she had to photograph, she and the ladies. And he did a whole little, his idea was for her to stand there and each, throw the clothes on each girl and they kind of jump and then they're in the clothes. You know what it gives, the whole social media thing. So that's what it was. It was nice. It was nice. And that's really where we end. That's all, folks. That's it. That's all for Married to Medicine. I don't even remember what the previews was given for the next episode. Oh, excuse me. Are they going on there? Can't be. They can't already be going on another trip. I think that was the previews though when they was in Jamaica. So they already going to Jamaica? I can't. I don't think that's I don't think that's how this works. I feel like, they're going to be home in Atlanta for a little while and then later we're going to get to Jamaica because they just came from a cash trip. So I don't know. It's neither here nor there. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.